I think what makes up the DNA of a champion is just really the work ethic and the drive to succeed and to be the best. I grew up in Salt Lake City, and I started dancing in a ballet company called Ballet West. I started pretty young, probably around 5 or 6, and I danced for at least 5 years. I think I definitely danced for more, but I don't want to say a false number at this point. But I definitely danced with that company for quite a long time. And then when I was 13, I moved to California, and I didn't go into a program like Ballet West, but I still took classes at whatever company was near me. And I think having that ballet background as a kid definitely allowed me to understand how to perform to music, how to be very structured in my movement. And I remember actually my entire family, every single one of us were in the Nutcracker at one point and did it, year after year. And I remember having like an amazing time at that, and I remember learning how to sort of perform for a bigger audience since at that point I had been performing for very small stages on the ice. And also performing on a ballet stage versus on the ice is a little bit different just because your point of reference is a little bit different, and also the audience is completely blacked out, so you can't really see faces. But to have the idea that there's a big audience there, and to have the idea of how you're able to connect with them even though you can't actually connect with them from a face-to-face perspective, I think that was definitely something that helped me on the ice to, when you're spinning, when you're skating, you're going a lot faster, and sometimes you can't really see the faces, but to be able to still emote and still perform for those sort of, in my eyes, imaginary people is something that was definitely learned from a young age. I still have a long ways to go in figure skating, and I still want to keep challenging myself and still keep growing as a technical athlete. But at the same time, I think just in regards to training, having more time to just focus on that artistic side of things will definitely show up in competitions. Whereas in the past couple of years, everything has been so technically based that the artistic component is sort of like the second thought. And now we all realize as senior athletes that both aspects are super important, and will ultimately be the breaking point in whether or not you medal or not. I think all the training that I had in the past has definitely allowed me to sort of be the skater that I am now, although of course I still am looking to improve more and more, but I think having that background has allowed me to come this far, and hopefully will take me further. I think what makes up the DNA of a champion is just really the work ethic and the drive to succeed and to be the best. Any athlete, I think, has to have the want to keep improving, to keep being better than they are. Anyone that feels as though they are the best won't be able to actually obtain their true potential. And I think that being able to surround themselves with a team of people that can help bring them to that potential is incredibly important, and those are all things that translate to the DNA of a championship athlete.